Welcome to Uzbekistan, a land where the whispers of the Silk Road still echo through ancient cities, where every stone tells a story, and every glance reveals a masterpiece of history. Here, the blue-tiled mosques of Samarkand shine like jewels under the Central Asian sun. The Registan, with its grand madrasas, is not just a square, it's a living museum of Islamic architecture. In Bukhara, time seems to slow down. Narrow alleys, centuries-old minarets, and bustling bazaars take you back to an era when traders from Persia, India, and China met here to exchange goods and cultures. Khiva, a city frozen in time, feels like stepping straight into a history book. Its towering mud brick walls and intricate mosaics guard the stories of khans, caravans, and desert wanderers. Beyond the cities, Uzbekistan's landscapes are just as breathtaking, from the golden sands of the Kyzylkum Desert to the snow-capped peaks of the Tian Shan Mountains. Taste the saffron and cumin in the markets, feel the softness of hand-woven silk, and hear the echoes of ancient songs in every corner. Uzbekistan is more than a destination, it's a timeless journey, where the past and present dance together under an endless sky. Are you ready to walk the Silk Road once more? Samarkand, the crown jewel of the Silk Road. A city where the golden light of dawn touches domes of turquoise, and where history breathes through every stone and shadow. At the heart of this ancient city lies Registan Square, a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. Its three majestic madrasas, Ula Beg, Sher Dor, and Tilyakori, rise like guardians of time, their facades shimmering with countless blue and gold tiles. For centuries, Registan was more than a public square. It was the beating heart of culture, trade, and knowledge. Scholars once studied astronomy, mathematics, and poetry within these walls, while merchants traded silk, spices, and stories. When night falls, the Registan transforms into a glowing vision, golden lights reflecting off ancient mosaics, as if the past has been reborn for just one more night. Samarkand is not just a city frozen in history, it's alive with the laughter of children, the melodies of traditional instruments, and the aroma of fresh bread from roadside tandoors. To walk in Samarkand is to walk in the footsteps of empires, scholars, and dreamers. Here, the Silk Road's golden age still whispers in the wind. And in the heart of it all, Registan Square stands eternal, a crown jewel shining for the world to see. Bukhara, a city where time has chosen to linger. With over 140 architectural monuments, it feels less like a place you visit and more like a living museum where every stone whispers centuries-old stories. Standing at the heart of the city is the Ark Fortress, a massive citadel that has watched over Bukhara for more than 1,000 years. Once the royal residence of emirs, its walls have witnessed coronations, battles, and the rise and fall of empires. Not far from here, the Kalyan minaret soars into the sky, an elegant tower built in the 12th century that has guided travelers for generations. Legend says even Genghis Khan spared it, mesmerized by its beauty. Beyond the monuments, Bukhara is alive with the hum of daily life, bustling bazaars filled with silk, spices, and ceramics, narrow streets where sunlight dances on ancient brickwork. For history lovers, Bukhara is more than a destination, it's an immersion into a world where the past still walks beside you. Here, every corner is a chapter, and every chapter is unforgettable. Step into the walled city of Khiva, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where time stands still. Here, the past is not just remembered, it's alive in every stone, every shadow, and every breath of the desert wind. Within its high walls, a labyrinth of narrow streets unfolds, leading you past centuries-old mosques, caravanserais, and vibrant marketplaces. The sound of footsteps echoes like whispers from another era. Khiva's skyline is crowned with turquoise domes that glisten under the Central Asian sun, their intricate tilework telling stories of faith, art, and craftsmanship that have endured for generations. And then, rising above it all, stands the Islam Khoja minaret, Khiva's tallest structure. Built in the early 20th century, it blends timeless beauty with the watchful gaze of history. As the sun sets, Khiva transforms into a golden dream. Shadows stretch across its ancient walls, and the desert breeze carries the scent of history, inviting you to wander just a little longer. Khiva is more than a city, it's a portal to another time, where the Silk Road's spirit still lingers, and every step feels like part of an ancient story. Known as Uzbekistan's agricultural heart, the Fergana Valley is a lush oasis stretching between mountains. Here, fertile lands and flowing rivers have sustained life for centuries. From golden wheat fields to orchards heavy with pomegranates, melons, and apricots, the valley feeds not only the body, but also the soul with its timeless beauty. The Fergana Valley is also a cradle of craftsmanship. Here, silk production is not just an industry, it's an art form passed down through generations, tracing its roots back to the days of the Silk Road. Wander through its bazaars, and you'll find colorful ikat fabrics, intricate ceramics, and hand-carved woodwork, each piece telling a story of culture, patience, and skill. As the sun sets over the valley, the golden light turns the fields into a painting, and you can almost hear the whispers of caravans that once crossed these lands centuries ago. The Fergana Valley is more than farmland, it's a living legacy of the Silk Road, where nature's abundance and human artistry come together in perfect harmony. Far in the remote Karakalpakstan region lies Nukus, a city surrounded by desert silence, yet holding a secret that the world is only beginning to rediscover. At its heart stands the Savitsky Museum, home to one of the world's largest collections of avant-garde art, a treasure hidden for decades during Soviet times. Inside, more than 90,000 works of art line the walls, bold, colorful, and rebellious pieces that once defied censorship, now free to speak to the world. This remarkable collection was the vision of Igor Savitsky, an art lover who risked everything to save banned works, preserving the soul of a generation in paint and canvas. Walking through these halls is like uncovering a hidden chapter of history, one painted in secret, but meant to be seen by the world. Nukus may seem distant, but its art speaks across time and borders, a reminder that creativity cannot be silenced, even in the most remote corners of the earth. The Kyzylkum Desert is where the spirit of Central Asia comes alive. Imagine riding a camel across golden sand dunes, the wind whispering stories of ancient caravans that once crossed these vast lands. As the sun sets, painting the sky in shades of crimson and gold, you settle into a traditional yurt, the heart of nomadic hospitality. When night falls, a canopy of millions of stars stretches endlessly above, untouched by city lights. Here, in the heart of the desert, time slows down, and the vast silence speaks louder than words. The Kyzylkum isn't just a destination, it's a journey into the soul of Uzbekistan, where adventure and tranquility meet. Uzbekistan is more than just a destination, it is a living bridge between the past and the present, where ancient cities whisper stories through every brick and every carved archway. Here, history is not trapped in museums, it breathes in bustling bazaars, echoes in the call to prayer, and shines in the dazzling blue tiles of centuries-old madrasas. From the golden sands of the Kyzylkum Desert to the majestic minarets of Samarkand, every moment in Uzbekistan feels like stepping into the pages of a timeless epic. This is the heart of the Silk Road, where cultures met, traded, and left behind treasures of art, architecture, and tradition. So, when will you begin your own Silk Road journey? Let Uzbekistan be the chapter you'll never forget.